Welcome back, where today we're covering the new Vault weapons and one new portal weapon for Battlefield 2042. Update 4.1 has brought the AAK, RPK and MP443 into the game. Now the RPK is a new weapon completely with its own variants for Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2. The one that's in All Out Warfare as a Vault weapon is the BF3 variant. Now let's start this review with the RPK in particular. Looks wise, this gun, well, it looks the part. It's an RPK. It's got good animations when reloading, and really you can't go wrong with an AK. I don't have much to say about this one, aside from the fact that the Bad Company 2 version has a wooden finish that I think looks really nice and would have been cool to see in All Out Warfare, but we have the black finish here, looks the part. Attachments wise, we have a fair few attachments, what you'd expect for a Portal and Vault weapon, although here we do have the extended magazines that are commonly found on Vault LMGs, while other weapons like SMGs or ARs don't usually have these if they're a Vault gun. You have a couple of standard muzzle attachments as well, and underbarrel attachments and sights. These are all what you'd expect on an LMG, a Russian one in particular, and a BF3 LMG at that. Unfortunately, my praise kind of stops there a little bit with this gun because I found it quite underwhelming. Now I'll compare it to the AEK later, but for now let's look at it on its own. Its damage seems a little low. I can't really seem to find its footing in short range or long range. Medium range seems to be the sweet spot, but it is very underpowered compared to the other LMGs like the Avantis or the LCMG. The RPK just hasn't really found its footing in that category for me and can't really compare. Long range feels like way too little damage and the hits feel kind of inconsistent. Its recoil really isn't that bad, especially if you're running Engineer. It feels like a laser beam, but for some reason it just feels a little off. It feels a little floaty, and if you tap fire then it does the weird portal bug. I'm assuming it's a bug where the recoil doesn't really reset properly and is a little odd. Another thing I found was that the audio was bugged with this gun. When I fired it unsuppressed, it sounded like it was suppressed and I was really confused. So I attached a suppressor and found that the sound was the same. Take a listen. I don't think I found this in any other weapon, Vault or All Out Warfare, but the RPK seems to play the same sound whether or not you have a suppressor on the gun. Don't know if this is just a me thing, but it was happening to me consistently throughout my playtime with it and never switched to a different sound, so I'm assuming this is bugged for everyone. Another little issue is the gun freezes when running when you first spawn in. You can see this in a couple clips here. It just kind of gets stuck. It feels a little weird, it feels a little janky, and I feel like this gun should have had a little bit more time in the oven before it came out. Overall though, it's fine if you want to run an AK. It makes a compromise between lots of ammo and a quicker reload. You get 60 round mags if you choose the extended mag, which you should because there's no actual penalty for it other than a longer magazine. And technically you get that suppressive fire rate of an LMG, maybe just not with the damage that you'd find with say the Avantis. Overall, not that impressed by the RPK. It looks great, but I haven't had that much fun using it at all. However, the same can't be said for the AEK, because I have honestly just loved using this weapon. I found it a little floaty in Bad Company 2, but in All Out Warfare, for some reason it just feels right. In terms of looks, again, it's an AEK, you can't really go wrong with that. The BF3 design was pretty perfect. Here it is. The animations are satisfying, if a little long on the reload, similarly to the AKS 74U, but it is a satisfying weapon to use. Attachments wise, you have pretty similar ones to the RPK, but you get a few more sights, a few more underbarrel choices like grenade launchers, and no magazine adjustment, just the base one that you get with the gun, which holds 31 rounds. This is a decent mag size, I'm happy with it, but due to the gun's fast rate of fire, you may struggle a little bit if you're taking on quite a lot of enemies at any distance past medium range. This is due to the gun having not great spread over long distances. It's not really meant to. It's a bit more of an SMG AR hybrid, I found, in terms of its distancing. Due to the Portal weird recoil reset bug, I can't seem to get it to hit long targets consistently like you can with the All Out Warfare weapons like the M5 or the AK-24. But it is great in mid to close ranges. You can shred enemies very quickly. You burn through that mag, but again, the size is okay. It's decent enough and it gets the job done for sure. This one really just does remind me of the M16 when it came out. It's fast firing, fun to use, tears enemies apart, especially in Hazard Zone. It's a bit of a beast, and I found myself really enjoying this one. Much more compared to the RPK, which is weird because I thought that it would be the opposite way round. I thought I'd enjoy the RPK because it's a new gun and an LMG that maybe is a little bit more viable because of the quicker reloads, but I found myself enjoying the AK far more and coming back to it over my playtime with the two. And finally, we have the gun that I'm going to talk the least about, because it's the MP44-3, and it's a fine pistol. It looks great, the attachments are very minimal, you got a light and a suppressor, and that's it. Its animations are pretty standard, although there is a secret reload that I found in a previous video, so keep an eye out for that if you're using this gun, but overall it's just very meh. As pistols go, I'd rather use the G57 because it's pretty much better than all the other offerings, but it is better than the 1911. Its mag size is good, but its damage is fairly low unless you get a headshot, in which case the multiplier is fine. Overall, very mid pistol. It's fine. I will occasionally use it if I'm feeling like I want to use something else, and I do run it occasionally in our Tarkov mode, but that's about it. So, there we have it. The new Vault weapons, reviewed, done. This was update 4.1's, I hope you did enjoy. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of these guns. Have you tried them all yet? Have you even unlocked them? The unlock requirements aren't too bad at all to unlock these guns. I unlocked them in just over 1 round of Breakthrough, it was 1 and a bit, and I had them all unlocked. So if you hop into solo Breakthrough, you can rack up these guns pretty quickly, unlock them fairly fast, and get running with them. So let me know what you thought of them, if you have used them. If you did enjoy today's video, consider subscribing and liking, it would help me out so much, and it's free. And if you want to come and talk to me or anybody else that loves this game, head over to the link in the description to the No Salt Discord, and that'll take you straight there. We're talking about 2042 all the time, and we'd love to have you there. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.